Hi, I'm Brad Hayes. I'm the director of Outstretched Hands of Romania here in Călăraș, Romania. And I've been sharing a series of testimonies of miracles or the power of the Lord that I've experienced over the years. And I've been getting a lot of good feedback from many of you, so thank you for your encouragement. Today I want to share with you a miracle of provision. Let's call it a financial miracle that we needed and that we witnessed some years back. We really needed a van. Our ministry was growing. We had a very old van, like a very old van. It was over 20 years old and was falling apart. And we needed something for all the visitors who were coming here. And we had many events and kids camps and things like this. And so a friend of mine told me that he wanted to help us. He said that he had about $11,000, the amount of money that we needed for a van, and so he said that we should go look. And so we started looking, and we made a list of what we wanted, what we needed, and we searched all over Romania, and finally we narrowed it down to one 12 hours away, all the way near Baia Mare in the northernmost part of Romania. And so we drove all the way up there, and we found this beautiful, wonderful van. And we knew that this was our van, and we were going to get this van. And the man said that he'd give us 1 week to come up with the money, and we said no problem. We have a guy who's going to send us the money. And so on the way back from Baia Mare to Călăraș, I called my friend. He was living in the States, and the guy said, "Well, I don't have the money anymore, but I'll get it." He said he needed about 6 weeks to come up with the money. But it just seemed like we were supposed to have the van. And so we came back to Călăraș here, and we thought about it for a day or two. And we were convinced that this was the van that we wanted, and we believed that the Lord wanted to give us. And so we prayed in our team meeting. And while we were praying, I just had this sense like we needed to totally leave it in God's hands. And I prayed out, and I said, "Lord, I choose to believe that this is the van that you want us to have." And we've searched for months. In fact, I'm not even going to look for any more vans. I'm not going to ask anybody for any money. Lord, I'm asking you that you would give us the $11,000 this day. It was a Friday, this day, and that you would send it from somewhere that we're not expecting the money to come from. And so that day passed, and then Saturday passed, Sunday, and then on Monday, the friend of mine who said he didn't have the money just days earlier, he said, "Hey, Brad, do you still need the van? Did you get the money yet?" And I said, "No, we didn't get the money." And he said, "Well, how much do you need?" And I said, "About $11,500. And he said, "Well, I've got the money. I'll send it to you in the next couple days." And he says, "Are you sure that's all you need?" And I said, "Yeah, that's for sure. That's it." So he said, "Okay, I'll send it tomorrow." And then I said, "But what changed? You know, what happened? How come all of a sudden you have the money?" And he said, "Well, it was the strangest thing." He said on that day, on that Monday, that he received a check in the mail for $85,000. And it was a relative of his had died a couple years earlier, and as part of the inheritance had left this friend of mine this large sum of money. And I said, "Well, you know, when was it sent?" And he said, "Well, it was sitting on the lawyer's desk on Friday during the day, and he mailed it on Friday and sent the money from some place that we weren't expecting." And so this is a legitimate miracle. Only the Lord could do it exactly like that in response to our prayer. I just kind of regretted that we didn't ask him for more money, but he gave us exactly what we asked for. God bless you.